Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am here today because I wanted to share with you what I have in my hospital bag. We are officially, as of today, as I'm filming this, 1 week away from baby. I don't think I've given you guys the full details yet as to what has happened since. So this morning I went in to go see my OB, and it turns out that baby is now breached. Somehow in the past week or so, he has managed to rotate fully and his head is now up when originally he was faced downwards. So we're gonna try to see if we can have an ECV, which is massaging him back into the position to be facing downwards. But chances are, because my OB said I have a very, very tight and small uterus, there's gonna be maybe like a 30% chance that we're gonna be able to do that, and then we're gonna have to go into a scheduled C. So at the moment, I do have my dates booked. My scheduled C is for November 23rd. We are officially 1 week away. That's next Tuesday. And in the meantime, I'm actually like 2 to 3 centimeters already dilated. So chances are I could possibly have an emergency C if he decides to make an appearance between now and next Tuesday. So yeah, I have all of my stuff packed and ready to go. It's actually been more or less packed within the past like few weeks already, and we just started putting it in the car last week and just leaving it in the trunk just in case for emergencies. But I want to share with you guys everything that I packed into here, and then essentially I'm going to do an updated video afterwards, probably in the new year, so sharing what I actually ended up using in my hospital bag and what I actually needed versus what I brought, so you can kind of have like a comprehensive list of everything. So without further ado, let's just jump right into what's in my hospital bag. Okay, so first up, I have this huge duffel bag here. So I just want to preface, this is stuff just for me. Everything that is for baby is going to be in a little kind of like rolling a rolling carry-on suitcase. I read through a lot of blogs, watched a bunch of videos, and everyone recommended bring a suitcase if you can, just so it's easier to carry, so you can just like roll on the ground, put bags on top of it, because the last thing you want is like a bunch of different bags on you and having to carry the baby. And also because I'm going to be having a scheduled C, I probably will be in a wheelchair when I leave, because I doubt I'll be able to really walk out after they've like cut into my abdomens. But yeah, so this is just everything for me that I'm gonna run into, and if you guys want, let me know. I can probably do an updated video of everything we put into the hospital bag for our baby and what we did actually end up using versus what we didn't. But this is just what I am bringing in my hospital bag for myself. So I have this huge duffel bag here from Pixie Mood. It is a pleather kind of like duffel bag I got earlier in the summer from a campaign that I did with them, and I'm actually really putting this to use now because it's nice and big and it holds a lot of stuff. So let's just go inside. I also like it because you can have like a strap to hold on to, so it's a little bit more comfortable on you. But yes, let's just go right inside and I'll show everything that we have. So first off, pair of slippers. Because I'm having a scheduled C, I'll be in the hospital for 2 nights. I doubt I'll be able to walk that much anyways, but from what everybody told me, you want to be comfy when you're in the hospital, so bring some slippers with you. That way you can have some shoes that you can walk around in that aren't just like your own shoes, and you can slip inside out of these really comfortably. So I have these ones. These are a pair of old ones from, I think, Gap. They're really fluffy and soft, and I felt that they'd be comfortable in there, so I have these. Next up, wow, I actually have a lot of this stuff like packed up and ready to go now, so I'm gonna have to like repack this afterwards. I'm kind of sad thinking about that. Pair of fluffy socks, so when you're in bed you can be nice and comfy and keep yourself warm. I'm somebody who runs a little bit cold and I hate being cold, so it's easier for me to be able to take off layers and stay warm. So I threw in a pair of fluffy socks to keep me nice and warm, and there's also grips on the bottom, so it prevents me from slipping around on those really slippery linoleum hospital floors. So yeah, these are good. They're probably gonna get super dirty if I'm wearing them without slippers anyways, but we'll see. I just want to stay warm, and since I'll be in the hospital at the moment, planned for 2 nights, gotta keep these around with you. Clothing wise, I also brought some pajamas with me as well too. Everyone said to bring really, really comfy ones. So I have this black set here from, oh, I don't even remember where this one is from. This one is from Adore Me. It's like a long sleeve, really soft, cozy cotton black set. Super stretchy. Going to be easy for me to unbutton, take off, and stretch and nurse if I need to. And it also comes with a pair of pants. The pants are also in the matching fabric as well, nice and light. I'll have a blanket on top of me to keep me warm, and then I also have a bathrobe that I am going to show you guys next, that will keep me nice and cozy as well. Oh, I also forgot second pair of socks, a little thinner one, just in case I want to put these on with the slippers. And then the bathrobe. So everyone told me to bring a nice cozy fuzzy warm bathrobe because you want to stay warm while you're there, and the ones that they give you are really thin. So I don't know if this is overkill, but I brought my, I think this is a Victoria's Secret one. It's just a super duper fluffy pink one. Yeah, this one is from Victoria's Secret that I got a few years ago. I love this one. It is so freaking warm and soft and snuggly, and like the last thing you want is a stiff and scratchy bathrobe. So everything that I bought was with the intent of being comfortable here. I also brought a pair of flip-flops. If you're gonna be showering in the hospital, the showers are really gross. Usually it reminds me of a pool shower. So I brought my Tiki's rubber waterproof ones that I usually bring with me on the beach. And I just have a plastic bag to throw them into, so that if I don't have time to wash them down and keep them clean after my shower, I can just plop them into here, wrap them up, and then bring them home and wash them down in a shower at home. Clothing wise, for my entire pregnancy, I really enjoyed having my tummy supported and lifted. So I brought some of my blankie pieces with me. This is one tank top. It just like really hugs in the tummy a little bit and gives you a lot of support. If I have a C-section, I'm gonna probably still have a lot of like empty space there afterwards anyways. I don't know if it's the best idea for me to be wearing white if I'm gonna have like stitches and band-aids everywhere, but it does what it does, and this is not really a tank top for me to like show off anyway. So as long as I'm comfy and it gives me support, it's a nice layer underneath, especially since I'm supposed to be having my C-section at the end of November. When it's a little bit chillier, I want to make sure I can layer sweaters on top of this to keep myself nice and warm. And then they always recommend to try breastfeeding while you're in the hospital as well. So I brought 2 of my Blankie breastfeeding nursing friendly bras. I don't usually wear bras to begin with, you guys already know that. So these are purely just for support and so that I don't leak all over my clothes. But these are actually really comfortable. I tried them on already prior to packing them into the bag. They're a little bit big for me, but I do know that your breasts do engorge a little bit once you start breastfeeding and your milk supply comes in a little bit. So there's gonna be lots of space for me here. I really like these because they are clip-on friendly. You just kind of like click it off right there, pull it down, you can breastfeed, and then when you're done, you click it right back in. So I brought 2 of them just in case one soaks through or I just needed a backup one. So there's one in this darker brown color. Here's another one in the lighter brown color. And I will be wearing these underneath everything so that if I do need to breastfeed, I can easily whip up my boob, and it's very accessible to the baby with these. And then also underwear. Okay, so I don't know if it's gonna be the same for me because I'm gonna have a C-section and if I'm gonna bleed a lot, but I actually brought period underwear with me because I knew that I wanted underwear that was like super absorbing and wouldn't get damaged easily like any of my nice underwear. And these ones are actually quite large and a little bit more oversized for comfort. I wanted like really stretchable, comfy underwear. So if I bleed all over these, that's fine. I'll just throw them in the wash. That's what they're meant to be. My original intention was for natural birth, so that's what I was going to use it for, and then to put those huge maxi pads inside. But we'll see now if that's the same condition since I'm getting a scheduled C-section. I might actually want some other like comfier and looser clothes too so that I have space to breathe down there since there'll be a huge suture there. So that is essentially it clothes-wise, I think. Next, we're gonna go into kind of like my toiletries and stuff. So I don't have it packed up yet because I'm currently still using them, but I usually have a travel bag of toiletries whenever I go anywhere, whether it's on a trip going back to Ottawa or like camping or road trip, that sort of thing. I'm gonna have a whole bag of toiletries to bring with me, and it's like a clear bag, really easy for me to grab and go. It has essentials like face wash, face oil, moisturizer, facial spray, body oils, shampoo, conditioner, dry shampoo, the run-of-the-mill. I'll share a complete breakdown in the description below to kind of let you guys know what exactly I brought with me in my toiletry kit. But this is essentially it. Like anything I would bring with me when I'm traveling, I would also bring with me to the hospital, so I have it accessible and ready to go since, like I said, I'll be there for 2 nights. So that's quite a bit of time, and I want to make sure that I am nice and clean for that. If I can and I have time, I think I'm going to try to shower the day before I go in as well too, so that my hair is nice and clean, so I don't have to necessarily worry about going to take a shower or a bath while I'm in the hospital. It's just already fresh. I just want to feel fresh going into the hospital and not feel dirty. So besides that, I also packed a small little bag of like emergency toiletries and some other things I may want while I'm there. I'm going to go into this and kind of run you through everything in here that's not relevant to like skincare or toiletries really. So this is just like a clear bag that I have. It's like a basic toiletry bag, and I packed it full of like just extra things that you wouldn't really necessarily need right away but be nice to have. So first up is a facial spray. I read from a lot of people, and again, like I said, a lot of things that I packed were intentionally for a natural birth, and a lot of people said to bring a facial spray so you can spray down yourself when you're sweating, just to kind of keep yourself cool. But I don't think I'll need it for that. We'll see if I'm allowed to even use this in the OR. I highly doubt it because it is an aerosol and I don't think they allow you to do any of that in there, but it'll be nice to have afterwards if I just want to refresh myself in the room after delivery of baby. And then after that, we have a sanitizer hand spray because, you know, in a hospital and right now it's COVID, so you never know when you can never be too clean. So we do have this to like spray down surfaces, clean things, and to clean my hands in between whenever I need to. I also have a belly oil just to kind of keep myself moisturized in case I get itchy. It's a really quick application one. You just spray it on and rub it in. Whereas I do have bio oil if I have time to do my whole routine, but if I just want a quick spray down because something's irritating me, then I have this one that I can use. Along with that, I also have a Glow Recipe lip balm. This is the watermelon one, and it's just there for me to kind of put on my lips and to moisturize. I've heard from a lot of people that the air quality at the hospitals is not the best and it can really dry you out, especially if you're dehydrated, not drinking enough. So this one I've heard is phenomenal, super hydrating. Threw it in just in case I can quickly add some hydration to my lips in between. And I heard that when you're delivering, you also like breathe like crazy and sweat like crazy. You're losing a lot of liquids in your body, so to make sure you stay hydrated, especially your lips. So you guys know I have really chronically dry lips. I will not go anywhere without a lip balm, so this one's coming with me in my emergency kit. Next up is a pack of Kleenex. I know I'm in a hospital, there's gonna be Kleenex and toilet paper everywhere, so, but it never really hurts to have an extra one with you so that it's easily accessible whenever you need it. So yeah, I have a little pack right here. I also got this from a hotel and just stuffed it into here as like a travel thing. So yeah, it's just nice to have. I have a nail file if I have time in between, and I don't know if I have sharp nails, I just want to file them down when I'm bored. Again, a lot of these were planned out if I was going to have a natural birth and be in labor for like 5+ hours. A hairbrush in case you do want to touch up your hair if you're taking any photos with your baby, or you just literally need to brush your hair because it's getting super tangled and you just took a shower in the hospital. So we have this one, it's a portable one that I also stole from a hotel. Well, I didn't really steal, they're giving them away, so yeah. Contacts, because sometimes you just don't want to wear glasses. If I want to throw on some contacts, I have 5 pairs here. I don't know, it's a little excessive, but it never hurts to have extra ones lying around because sometimes you drop them, sometimes you lose them, sometimes you take them out in the middle of the day, you want a new pair, and I use dailies. So I brought 5 pairs with me just in case. Next up are my iron pills. I am slightly anemic and always low in iron, so I need to bring these with me so I can keep my iron levels up. That way when I'm producing breast milk, it has enough in there, especially for baby. So I have a pack of that. And then of course, hair elastics, because you need enough to tie up your hair. And I attached a bunch of bobby pins to my hair elastics too, so that I can also clip up my hair if it falls down and gets in the way. Since I did cut my hair recently and I have a lot of shorter layers now, it doesn't always quite catch with the hair elastic, but you got to bring a bunch of them with you because, you know, these things are literally designed to get lost, and I know between now and then I probably will lose one somehow in this pack magically. I don't know how, but it'll probably happen. And then nursing pads. You guys know I've talked about these quite a few times already on my channel. I have been leaking, and in between nursing sometimes your breasts still leak, so I brought about like 4 pairs or so. I might actually stock up on a couple of these just in case, since now I'm going to be staying in the hospital longer than I originally intended. But from what I've heard, the hospital does give you a lot of these things already, so I didn't want to pack too much and see if I could take advantage of some of the ones at the hospitals anyways that they're going to give me. But I brought some backup ones just in case, so I'd have them available for myself. And then I also brought some hand cream. Again, dry environment, want to make sure I'm nice and moisturized. And then some body cream as well in case I'm dry or itchy or irritated anywhere else. This is just a Byredo one called Bal d'Afrique. I got this actually from a hotel that I stayed in, I think in San Francisco, and I haven't fully used it up, so I just threw it in because it smells nice and it'll be nice and refreshing on me when I'm at the hospital. And then last but not least, a bunch of these facial pads. I don't really know what I'm gonna need them for, but I brought them as an emergency just in case I need to put on like toner or to like spot clean. I don't have the patience to get up and go to the toilet or the sink to kind of like wash myself. I can kind of just like soak these with water and wipe my face a little bit around everywhere. I think what I might actually do is also pack a couple of extra face wipes as well, just to be able to have them accessible to wipe down my face if I don't have the patience to go all the way to sink and to fully wash my face off using my toiletry bag. But yeah, that's everything that's kind of in like my small emergency kit right here. Oh, and then I also packed some spare maxi pads in here to bring with me. Again, this was planned for a natural birth in case I did need it, because you do bleed quite a bit. And this bag is huge with only 4 in here because I heard they also give you a bunch of things to take home with you, so I could fill it up with all the pads that they're going to give me at the hospital before I go home. We'll see if they do the same thing after I give birth, because it is going to be a C-section anyway. So I don't know if it's going to be the same process or if it's going to be a little bit different, but I guess it doesn't hurt to have all these extra things with us, because if we can push for natural birth after the ECV, where they massage the baby around, and if he rotates properly, then I will probably still need all this stuff for a post-natural birth too. All right, so next thing you're gonna want is all of your paperwork. So at the moment, since I have a scheduled C, I have my pre-op package right here ready to go. It's gonna have all my information in here. I had previously printed off my antenatals, which is kind of like my pregnancy records up until this point, to bring with me to Ottawa just in case I needed them if I gave birth there. So this, along with this and all of like your birth plan information, your health card, and any other relevant info that you need for when you give birth, should all be in your bag. And it's going to be in this little envelope right here for me to give to the OBs and the nurses when I arrive at the hospital. So that's all the busy paperwork stuff. And then moving on to entertainment, because I will be in there for 2 full days. I want to bring some stuff originally for natural birth if I was waiting in labor. So first up, I have a book. If I wanted something quiet to do, I can read from this. This is just a book that I'm currently reading. It's called It's Okay to Laugh, Crying is Cool Too by Nora McInerney. This is a book that Rosa gave to me last year, I think, for my birthday. I just started reading it recently, so it's coming with me to the hospital. We also have a bunch of our camera gear. As you guys know, we can not go anywhere without vlogging the experience, and I definitely do want to capture all these special moments. So I'm going to be bringing the camera that you guys are watching this on, which is my DSLR, so we can take some nice, beautiful photos. I also picked up some film cameras recently from Walmart. These are just disposable ones, so that we can grab some film photos as well too. So I'm going to bring 1 or 2 of these with me to the hospital. I also have headphones so I can listen to music on my phone if I like. Obviously I'm going to bring my phone with me, and I have Apple Music on there, and I think YouTube Music and Spotify. So if I want to listen to stuff, I can. You don't want to blast things, especially if you're in a shared space, which could potentially be what we're in. So headphones, wireless ones, just to make it nice and easy for me. And then a recent addition is my iPad. We actually recently got this from our trip. Well, we didn't get it. We were trying to get one while we were in Calgary. I ended up getting my friend to pick one up for me while he was there afterwards, because they were completely out of stock while we were there. So I brought my iPad in case I want to watch any movies on like Netflix or something like that. And then of course, all the appropriate and necessary chargers and battery packs for all of our gear. This will most likely go all into Peter's bag, since he's gonna have a big electronics bag with him anyways, because my bag's already full with like toiletries and clothes, so I didn't want to mix that all up and get it like just all messed up in there. It's really easy to lose things in these bags, so you want to keep it as simple as possible. And then the last electronic I think I'm going to bring is just a vlog cam in case I can document anything on this. As you guys know, I bring baby cam with me everywhere I go, so it's going to be coming with me on this little journey as well too. I'm now going to chat about the consumables and snacks. I read to bring your own water bottles if you can, just so you can consume your own water, because you do definitely want to stay hydrated. Snacks wise, we haven't gathered all of them yet. I have some snacks lying around the house. I think I'm going to start to slowly put them together. But we're going to bring things like a small bag of chips, some cookies, I guess some shrimp chips as well, and some candy here and there. We're also going to pack some like proper food like cereal and granola so that I can have that to eat while I'm there. And then I think we'll see what else the hospital has to offer. There is a Tim Hortons on site, so I can always get coffee and food from there. Sorry guys, my camera battery just died, but I'm back now. I can't remember where we left off at last, but I think snacks wise, we're going to pack like healthier alternatives such as also granola bars and some cereal and some trail mix for me to have as well. And there is a Tim Hortons on site, so we'll just kind of see. Worst comes to worst, we can always have some friends deliver food for me. I did tell Peter to have a tray of sushi ready for me when we're there, because that's the first meal I want to eat after giving birth, because it's been 9 months of no sushi and it has been complete torture. I cannot handle it, but yes, sushi's coming for sure, because you guys know how obsessed I am with it. But oh, 1 or 2 more last things that I want to share with you guys before we wrap up this video. So we have a breast pump here. It's my Philips Advent one. This is the one I'm currently going to be planning on bringing with me, just so I can start pumping milk there. Also breastfeeding while I can, if I can't see baby right away, if there's any complications, that sort of thing. It's also good to get baby to latch onto, even if you're not producing milk right away too. So I don't know if I'm going to actually use this right away in the hospital, but I wanted it there as an emergency just in case backup, so that we can use it if we need to, rather than having it at home, since we'll be there for an extended period of time. So this is going to be coming with me to the hospital. And then besides that, we also have one of these like waterproof mats that I think I'm going to leave in the car in the meantime, so that on the way home, if for some reason I do happen to bleed out or have any leakages anywhere, it can line the seat and prevent things from getting gucky. So yeah, this will be on the car and with us wherever we travel. And I think that's essentially it for me when it comes to everything in my hospital bag. I know there was a lot of stuff, so I will definitely include like a full list down below of everything that I'm bringing, and then I'm gonna do a recap after I deliver a few months later, probably, when we come home and let you know what I actually did end up using in my hospital bag and what I think you could probably leave out, just so you can kind of gauge from my experience what's like necessary and what's not. But other than that, yeah, that's everything that I'm gonna be bringing with me to the hospital. I hope this was like a well-rounded video. Let me know in the comments down below if there's anything that you think I should also be bringing. If you've already delivered in a hospital before and have some experience on your end as to like what was necessary and what wasn't. And let me know if there's anything that I'm bringing that you don't think is really necessary at all for us to bring with us to the hospital. But yeah, I will be packing all this back up because I just made a huge mess. If you guys also want me to do a little recap video of everything I'm bringing for baby in his suitcase, there's not really much, just your basic stuff like wipes, diapers, some clothes, and like gear to leave with like swaddles and stuff afterwards. Just your simple baby things, nothing too crazy. Most of the stuff is gonna be at home, but yeah, let me know if you want to see a video on that side. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, found it helpful, insightful. Let me know what you guys thought about this, and if you want to see more baby related content. We can't wait to welcome the baby home with us for the holidays. It's gonna be such an exciting one. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and then hopefully we can share exciting news with you pretty soon. Have an amazing day, guys. Love you. Bye.